The Creative Group.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Kid Lou coming to you on behalf of NICE, the Creative Group, and today I'm going to be giving you my five favorite VSTs. Number one, this is in no specific order though, so not saying like this is the best, but NEXUS, ReFX, NEXUS. The reason I like NEXUS a lot is because NEXUS has like a vast library of stuff. Like it has pianos, strings, brass, what else? Like bass, like all types of stuff. Arpeggiators, a lot of stuff is in there. And the best thing about it is they have those good sounds for each genre. So you have good trap pianos, you have good EDM trap synths and stuff like that, and just EDM in general. And trance arpeggiators, they have all of that stuff in there. So NEXUS is definitely like a must-have one. And you can even use the strings. They're really good for like doing film scores and like classical music. There's a bunch of stuff you could do with it. So I would say get NEXUS because that's like you'll have a vast library if you get that. All right, number two is GMS, which is Groove Machine Synthesizer Module by ImageLine. And the reason I like Groove Machine Synthesizer Module, GMS, is because that it's very good for EDM trap. That's what I use it for personally. I mean, you could use it for a lot of stuff because it's got a lot of good analog sounds in there, including their bass. But I use it for EDM trap because it's got good bright synths, good glistening sounds too. What else? The pads are nice. They even have some that's already like synced. So if you wanted to do a side chain, you could already right off the bat. Third is SYLENTH by Linear Digital.
SYLENTH 1.
Alright, as I was corrected, it's SYLENTH 1 because I guess that makes a difference by Linear Digital. The reason I like SYLENTH 1.
Linear Digital. It's not linear.
Man, whatever. Anyways, the reason I like SYLENTH is because it's very good. It has bass, arps, it's basically everything is synthetic. So it's really good for EDM. It's really good for even trap beats when you want to add synths and leads and stuff like that. It's got all of that stuff. It even has good bass in there. So it's good for sub basses. And it's also good for effects. And I think another reason that I really like SYLENTH a lot is because you can do sound design in there. So you get to mess around, tweak. You can tweak every sound, whatever. I mean, pretty sure you could do that in almost any VST. But if you really want to get started on making your own sounds from like complete scratch, I would say SYLENTH is a good starting point because it gives you a good chance to learn, attack, decay, sustain, release, and how all of these things affect sounds. And it helps you get better even with tweaking sounds that are already preset made. So let's say you have a sound in NEXUS and the pad has like way too much release. Then you know how to tweak that release to where you want it to be at. So I would say SYLENTH is definitely good because it helps you with sound design. Okay, so number 4, I chose Excel by Output. And the reason I chose Excel is because it's a very powerful vocal engine. And you can only run it through Contact though. So you gotta have Contact to run Excel. But like I was saying, it's a very powerful vocal engine, and the reason I say that is because it's like really specific. Like they already have preset sounds in there made, and you can mess around with those, and it ranges from one shots to loops, and it even has like where you can choose if you wanted to, like what type of sound you would want it to be. So let's say you wanted an airy sound. Then they have airy sounds already. Like they have those categories already made. Electronic, stuff like that. It's a bunch of different categories you can choose from. You can choose multiple categories if you wanted something from both of those, that gives you a mixture of those sounds. So that's a really cool feature about it. The other cool feature about it is you can tweak every sound, or you can start one from scratch on your own. So if you wanted some vocals like who, they have that, right? And you could choose, it's so specific to the point where you could choose if you wanted it to be female or male. And on top of that, you could choose how long you want it to go, like, you know, all of that. So everything is there. Then it already has effects in it too. So if you wanted to add reverb and delays, you can also do that. And you could choose up to 2. So if you wanted part A, if you wanted side A to go who, and you wanted the side B to go ah, you could have them doing that at the same time if you wanted to. And you can control the volume of it and everything. So it's really, really good. So I would choose Excel for my 4th one. And number 5, I would choose Rev by Output. That's the same people we was just talking about. Yeah. So that also runs through Contact. And I'm pretty sure as producers, we have all ran across a sample we thought was real dope. And then you got the idea like, man, I bet this would be like really cool if I put it in reverse, right? And then you put it in reverse and then it sounds horrible and you hate it. And then you wish you never did that, right? Okay, so in Rev, there are already loops that are made, right? Or even one-shot sounds. And you can run them either the regular good old-fashioned way, how they were meant to be played, or you can manipulate them and reverse them. Cool thing is it will still sound just as dope, and it will be the same pitch, so it won't throw you off, right? So let's say you've already started working on your beat and you wanted to add something, you know, a reverse loop in there to add some more depth to your beat. You're totally okay with Rev. Rev got your back. So you can reverse it and then just play it. It'll be the same pitch or the same key that it was already in to match your beat and the rest of your sequence. The other thing that is really dope about Rev is that you can also take the one-shot sounds and things like that and make your own. So if you want to combine instruments, you're totally free to. Let's say you want to add a piano and a violin together. You totally have the power to do that inside of Rev. And of course, you can reverse it. So that's why I chose Rev for number 5. Alright guys, so that was my top 5 VSTs, or my starting roster for my VSTs that I would choose. Make sure you thumbs up and subscribe for more videos and more great content from us, Nice the Creative Group. Also share, you know, let your friends know my top VSTs and the VSTs you're about to grab if you choose any of these, and comment below which ones you picked up if you grabbed any. That would be pretty cool. So the links to all of the VSTs I just talked about are going to be in the description below, and we'll also have our social media links in the description below. So if you want to, you know, like us, follow us on Facebook, all of that stuff, Twitter, all of those good social media outlets that you are already on, then you can also go on there to keep up with us and see any new things that we post.